Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys and assembled company wherever you are in this world, whatever time of day it is, whether you're Bavasi in Washington, D.C., or Yaznami in Punjab, or Ali in Marrakesh, or me sitting in the solar system somewhere. There's a welcome to the World Storytelling Cafe. And tonight is our Young Tellers Night. And of course, that means our resident young teller, who might have to do the whole program by herself if no one else turns up. So I hope you've got 30 stories for us, Jasnami. Is Jasnami from Punjab, if you've not seen her before, is probably our longest serving young teller. In fact, when she started, she couldn't even reach the table. She was so short and small. She was 6 months old when she started telling stories. Call me a storyteller if I'm lying. And so now
storyteller.
But now she's reached. How old are you now? 12 or 11? So
I'll be 13.
You're 13, are you? The years progress. That shows you how long you've been coming to us. So you're 13, and or will you be 13 when your party happens?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're 12 at the moment, but you will be 13 in 2 weeks' time or so. You'll have to come on around your birthday so we can all sing happy birthday to you. Ali's going to lead it, right? And but you have a story for us. Please tell.
Hello everyone, my name is Jasnami and I'm from India. Today I'm going to narrate you an unusual tale from India. The story begins. The name of my story is Buying a Song. In a small village in Madhya Pradesh, there lived a woman called Vidyavati. She lived with her husband Kantilal, who was a farmer. She was very happy. She lived a good life. And every morning, she used to go with her friends to the well to draw some water, then return to her house again. One day, her friends were singing a song and they all were going. Vidyavati liked the song, but she didn't sing it. And after they had stopped singing, she asked, "Where do you get these songs from? Your songs are so nice." And so all her friends said, "We get the songs from the market." Actually, the friends knew that Vidyavati was very innocent, so they could trick her. And so they pranked her that we bought the songs from the market. You can also buy one. She was very excited that now finally she'll get a song. She ran to her home and asked her husband, "Please buy me a song from the market. You have to go right now." His husband was confused. What? A song from the market? He said, "Okay, I'll go," because he did not wanted her to be upset. As he went to the market, he could see people selling vegetables, fruits, furniture, clothes, except songs. He asked many people, and they said, "Are you a fool? How would you get a song in here?" And so he never stopped. He still searched, but he did not get anything. So he planned to return home. As he was going back to his home, he thought, what if I make my own song and tell her that I bought it from the market? No one will know it. And so he decided to make a song. On his way back, he saw a rat digging the ground. And so he made the first line, "Khode kharar kharar." And that's when he continued. He went few steps while he saw a snake crawling on the ground, and so he sang Sarke Sarar Sarar. He thought this was a good start to his song. He had already got 2 lines, just 2 more to go, and his song is ready. And so he went on. Then he saw a rabbit seeing him from the bushes. And so he said, Dekhe tagar magar, because he was looking here and there. And on the last step near to his house, he saw a deer running and jumping. And so he said, Kude alang falang. And that's it. His song is complete. He said, I'll give this song to my dear wife. She'll be happy. What else I want? He went home. He told his wife, I have bought the most expensive song from the market. This is for you. You can learn it now. She said, thank you so much. She learned the song, which was Khode Kharar Kharar, Sarke Sarar Sarar, Dekhe Tagar Magar, or Kude Alang Falang. And that's how she learned that song. At night, she was busy grinding the corn while a thief tried to enter her house. He started to dig, and that's when she sang the first line, Khode Kharar Kharar. Now the thief thought, how can she see him that he is digging the wall? And he got a bit surprised, but he said, maybe she must be doing something. And now she sang the second line, which was Sarke Sarar Sarar. He was trying to crawl in to her house, and he was scared. How can she see every movement of mine? I guess something's wrong. So he tried to come back and look here and there. That's when she sang the third line, which was Dekhe Tagar Magar. And he got it that something's wrong in here. He banged his head over the wall and ran, jumping. He just heard the last line, which was Kude Alang Falang. He was sure that something is haunted in here. So he ran to save his life and decided he would never return to this village as it was haunted. Next morning, when Kantilal woke up, he saw that hole and said, Dear Vidyavati, do you know, we are robbed. They both ran to the locker. They saw that everything was safe. They were happy. Then Kantilal asked, what were you doing last night? She replied, I was singing my song. There was no thief, I'm sure. And Kantilal said that your song made the thief run away and you saved us by your song. That's why I bought the most expensive song. She just ran to her friends and told them that she had got a song from the market. The friends were shocked as they pranked her, and they never knew she could get one. So whenever she went to the well, she sang that same song every time. Thank you.
As always, Jasname, you are amazing. I love that story. So
I second that.
Yeah, so let's the World Storytelling Cafe is doing his microphone thing. That's it. Marvelous. But it was kind of concrete, abstract music there for a while. So I love that. So the first, let's go through that. So the first line is, the rat is digging a hole. It's all right, Ali, don't worry. The rat is digging a hole. The second line was, what was the second line?
It was that the snake is crawling. So
Ah,
let's circus.
Oh, the snake was crawling, wasn't it? The snake is crawling. The third line is, I'm looking here and there, or the rabbit's looking here and there. And the last line was, the deer is jumping the fence.
And running.
Jumping and running. But marvelous, marvelous. Just wonderful. It'd be good if someone else came in, because otherwise I'm going to have to ask Jess Name if she's got a second story. Do you happen to have a second story in your pocket, Jess Name?
I have a poem, not a story.
You've got a lot of stories, have you?
but a poem from Princess Jasname is a
Poem.
story indeed.
A poem would be marvelous.
And I was laughing because your sister walked into the camera and then she saw you were online and she ran away real quick. I thought that was so sweet of her.
So hopefully Davidja will join us, or a Nigerian, Rishadat would be good, but they're not here yet.
I'm preparing stories for that session also.
Right. So
Live session.
have you got another story then?
I have a poem. After that, I'll narrate a story if I get one.
Oh, right. Fantastic. Let's have a poem first.
I'll be back.
We'll call it the Jasname Show.
Starring Jasname, Princess. I think she's gone to get her poem.
No, she's gone to get a poem, and
That's what I just said.
yeah, no, that's what I meant. I was agreeing with you.
And I think you and I pressed the admit button at the same time.
Yeah, well, it's a race.
But that's okay. They got in. It was Ali.
Yeah. So it's all good. So I've had my article published on Ted Jones, the African American poet that I was in the 70s. I was more on the road with in the 70s.
All right.
In a surrealist magazine. Check my Facebook. I did tag you because I thought you'd be interested in the gentleman. You only see his picture.
One of my proteges has launched his own, he's writing poetry now and launched a blog.
Fantastic.
And sent me I'll tell you about that later. There she is.
Right now we have the amazing Jasname. Now for a change, there was Jasname on. This is Jasname again. She's tonight's program is the Jasname special. And she might have her own guests coming on, but right now I think you have a poem for us.
Yes.
Hello, Jasname's mum.
Hello, Jasname's mom.
Hello. How
are you? We are enthralled with Jasname.
And you're going to be over here in a couple of weeks, and you're going to Mike's Get a Word in Edgeways. I shall be
Yes, she's getting prepared for the live session also.
Yeah, I shall be there on the Saturday night.
We want to meet you, and you should be there, John.
Yeah, well, I'm at another festival.
Babasi, you also try to come.
I would love to come. I may be, if they have a Zoom component, I can be there. I have a summer session of classes coming up on this side, and I'm happy about that, but I'm always available for Zooms.
No, this is right. This is campfire stuff. So
tablets.
Yeah. We can always zoom it up. We can try, but I'm going up for the campfire. I'm running the campfire session circle on Saturday night. Get a Word in Edgeways. So we will see you then. Right now, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm missing Jasname's party, but I have to be elsewhere.
But we'll be bragging about her. We'll be bragging about her nonetheless. We will be doing that.
Okay. Now, Jasname, have you a poem?
the name of my poem is Hope is a Thing with Feathers. Hope is a thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity. It asked a crumb of me. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul. Thank you.
Whoa.
And who wrote that, Jasmine? Who was poet?
Emily Dickinson.
Emily Dickinson. Ah,
Whoa.
an American poet.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
greatest American poet.
she was incredibly fine, and that was a very accessible poem. It was some of her poems are very difficult to understand, but that was really accessible. Even I understood that one. So when I tried to study Emily Dickinson in university, I sort of avoided writing about her because it required far too much understanding. But do you have another story for us? Did you say? You don't have to. We're not putting you under pressure. Yes, we are.
I don't have one today.
You don't have one. That's fine. We'll just.
Could I take a moment just to remind our audience that when Jasmine May first started out, she was, for Jasmine May, a bit shy. But Jasmine May has done something, Princess Jasmine May has done something that none of our other young poets have done, none of our young storytellers have done. And that is back in February, while we were doing the premier Marrakesh International Storytelling Festival, she held her own and did a half an hour to 45 minutes live, well, Zoom live, as the first, I believe, minor or young storyteller to host by herself on our Friday Stories for Children. Now, correct me if I'm incorrect, John Rowe, but I believe she has that distinction. And I just want to remind folks that poets, we welcome the young people to come and share. It could be your first time, it could be your 100th time. But we, especially those of us who are mature and seasoned, we appreciate watching your growth. And we have seen and experienced Princess Jasmine May's growth. And I look forward to her conducting another Stories for Children. And I'm going to say in advance, happy birthday, Jasmine May.
Yeah, she is you're one of us, Jasmine May. You are part of the World Storytelling Cafe community, and so it's going to be great to meet you in person. So I think we're going to have to make this a really short session.
John, would you like to make a couple of comments about her poem and her story?
No, because she knows she's wonderful. No, the poem was beautifully read, and the story, I'd commented on that. I just grabbed me. I just love the idea. There's a lot of stories from around the world where people try and make a fool of someone, and the result is that they come out, the person who's the gullible person comes out on top. And that's another one of those stories. And they happen to be amongst my favorite stories. And you told it so well. So in the absence of anyone else, I think I'm going to call it for tonight, unless someone else pops in the next few seconds. What we have coming up this Friday is Janina Vegas, who's a brilliant storyteller for children. brilliant storyteller, but she's doing stories for children, and she's got one of those little voices, and not well, it's little, but not in, but quiet, should I say, that just draws you in. So she, you know, there's a whole another technique that is particularly hers. And then I shall be meeting. I'll be seeing her. She'll be performing live in my tent at Glastonbury, on the kids' field, from on week after next. In fact, if I can get a device up working, I might do. Let's see what Friday. I definitely do the young storytellers from the kids' field on the phone, and Friday the 24th. I might well do this. I haven't yet got a teller for it. I might do it myself, or just get the other storytellers. We might have a few storytellers live from the kids' field at Glastonbury Festival. That'd be good. Oh, Louis joining us. So, hello, Louis. How are you? Do you want to tell a story tonight yourself?
Hello.
Hello, Louis.
Hi, BBC. How are you?
I'm magnificent, and even more so than since you've joined us. We missed you Friday. How was your performance?
It's amazing.
Of course it was. You were in it. Jasmine May, Louis had a performance on Friday and couldn't join us. And that's what we were talking about.
He was dancing. He was with a dance group, a dance troupe. So
yeah.
So Baba C told stories on Friday. Have you watched it on Catch Up? Have you watched Baba C on Catch Up?
No, I don't. Actually, I did.
Yeah. Well caught, sir. Well caught.
Louis wearing his Captain Louis t-shirt.
Yes, and I got a story to read as well.
Okay. Are you going to do your story then?
Yes, I am. My mum's going to do a story for me first. So she's actually so nice. She actually gave me some ice cream.
Well, how come you've got ice cream and I haven't?
Because my mum ordered I had ice cream if I'm good on Tuesdays. No, I'm good on today, Tuesday. And that's why I got ice cream.
Fantastic. You have ice cream any day.
Yeah.
So just now, mate, Louis joins us on Fridays.
Yeah. I love.
And this is his first Tuesday, so this is the first time of him reading his own a story to us.
I don't know where your cat one is. Come on.
It's downstairs.
No, you do this one. No, do this one quickly.
First.
There you go.
This is the story I love. This is from Keith Chapman and Jack Tingle. And this is a nursery rhyme when I was young. And it's called The Easy Wizzy Spider by Keith Chapman and Jack Tingle. I hope you guys and the ones I love on Facebook can enjoy it. Easy Wizzy Spider playing on a farm, spinning silver silk quest, higher in the barn. From an open window, the gust of wind blows. You see with a spider with a whoosh goes too. If this was a spider is flying, he goes. He's just on a pink pig. And dangles from his nose. Grunts the pig with an easy climb of his nose. And uses with his spider. Catapult out! He's with his spider. He doesn't think it's funny. He dug a lot of brain guys as close as his mummy. He's the goat. His legs on the side to side. And it is when his spider begins to the other ride. He's with his father. Can you see him now? He looked on Buttercup, the black and white young cow. Moo! Says Buttercup. Flicks her long, white ears and eats with his spider. Spins off and disappears. Moo! He's with the spider. Glittering in the air. He yanks on the duck's beak. The tick was under there. Honks the little duck and gives a great big sneeze. And inside with his spider. Close off in a breeze. Whack. Easy with the spider. Was a DC day. He settled on a brown horse, chewing clumps of hay. Snarls the horse and jumps up really high. And easy with the spider. Pings from the sky. Easy with the spider. Sing with something red. He sees out the lines of brown silk. Stick to Goggle's head. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The red and green cockerel crows. Cock-a-doodle-doo! But it's with the spider. Where on earth are you? Eating with the spider. What's he stuck on now? A goat? A horse? A cockerel? A pig? A duck? Or a cow? No. He bounces with a boing! Hooray! It's Mummy's web. Now, easy spider is safe to home in bed. That's the end.
Louis, I've got to say, I'm going to say this first before Bubba C gets all this in. Your expressions are fantastic. Your timing is fantastic.
Thank you.
Just putting in those animal noises is amazing, and your just actions. You know, the story comes alive when you read it. But the other thing that is fantastic, and a lot of adults could learn this from you, your camera technique is amazing. You're in exactly the right position. yeah, that so many people you just can't get it together with a camera on a phone or a tablet or computer. Yours is perfect. So
a new possibility.
so really, presentation, expression, camera. If this was a talent show and I was marking you, and camera technique, you would be getting loads and loads of marks off me, I tell you. Jasname, have you got something to say to Louis?
I loved his story and the noises that he made. So it was a wonderful story.
Thank you.
And Mike, you came in halfway through, but you picked it up really quick.
Yes,
I can tell by the expression on your face.
Yeah, I've not heard that version of Incy Wincy Spider that Louis was reading, and it sounds really good. I must get the book. You've made me want to buy the book, Louis.
I really don't know.
Yeah. So Mike can find it. Mike can find the book somewhere. And you will come and visit us again on a Tuesday, won't you? And read something else.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I will.
Thank you. And Baba C, I'm now going to let you speak.
Hey, Louis, this was a special
Yes,
treat.
Bobby.
This was a special treat. I especially like how you gave the sound effects for all the animals. I like that. But you reminded me of something. You
Yeah.
reminded me of why I don't like pigs, because they always hog up all the attention.
Oh
But
my goodness.
But you also reminded me of why I like horses, because they make good neighbors. So thank you very much. I like the Incy Wincy Spider.
Yeah.
Because I'm an Anansi, I love Anansi, and I love all versions of Anansi. So thank you very much. And this was a special joy because it was the first time you shared a story with us on Tuesday. Please don't be a stranger.
Louis' debut. Fantastic.
Yes.
Another round of applause for Louis for his debut.
And Mike,
we have our Tuesday veteran, Jasname, and our Tuesday newcomer, but not a newcomer to World Storytelling Cafe, because Louis is our oldest supporter for Friday nights. Our longest supporter.
Yes,
Mike
Yes, I am.
Paxton is probably our oldest supporter, but all right.
he is our
Senior
senior.
support.
He is our senior junior supporter for Fridays.
Absolutely. But so fantastic. Well, what we've got coming up, like I said earlier, is Janina Vargas on Friday, brilliant storyteller. Then we've got guess what we've got next Tuesday? 5 o'clock. We've got young international storytellers. So we'll have at least Jasname and Louis with us, and we'll try and get you some friends in as well. So someone else. But you two held the show magnificently tonight. So another round of applause for everyone. And thank you for gracing us with your presence, both of you. And the senior adults that are with us. Thank you for supporting our young tellers. And Ali, thank you for flying the magic carpet. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next week. Good Friday or next week. Bye.
I'll see you on Friday, Bobby C.
See you on Friday. Tutu Anana. Until the next time.
Until next time.
Love it. Later, Louis.
Lelas.